Hi there guys, and welcome to the last video, part 6, reporting. This is by far one of my favorite parts of Monday.com, and especially when it comes down to building the systems. I love giving the reports to management to just give them more informed decisions, and really this is what most people really like about the systems, like what reports can we get out of it. And there are a couple of things that you definitely need to take into account. And you need to think about the scalability of your Monday.com solution over here, especially in this section. But I'm going to take you through a couple of those. So, what is your reporting need? You need to ask yourself 3 questions. First off, do you need advanced analytics? And when I mean advanced analytics, I mean you need to be able to drill down to the nth degree. You need to be able to see extremely customized data visualizations that really does present a story. So the thing is that you've got visualization tools such as Power BI, Click, Tableau, and so on, and then you've got the Monday.com dashboard. So obviously there are benefits, pros and cons to each one, and you need to identify, will I get enough value from the Monday.com reporting? And I'll talk about that in question 3 over here. But you need to think, okay, how much do I need? If you need advanced analytics, you're going to think, okay, that means you need to find a way how to get the information from Monday.com to this tool. So either you need to take all the information from Monday.com, put it into a SQL database, and then you can use the SQL database, which could be used in Power BI. But you need to understand, is that what you need? And again, this is spoken about in the planning stage. Okay. The second question you need to really ask is, how much data do you plan on storing and collecting? Businesses collect so much data. It is insane. And with Monday.com, you collect even more data. Okay. So the thing is that with Monday.com, I know a lot of people that try and use this as a database, and that is Monday.com is not to be used is not to really be used as a database. If you've got like maybe a couple thousand line items, I mean you can use it then, but if you're going to be going over 10,000 line items, then no. Because you see, one of the things about Monday.com, the limitation is a 10,000 line limit. That's for Pro. On Enterprise, that's 20,000. And they currently are working on adding their big board feature, which is most certainly going to be Enterprise, which is going to be 100,000 line items. But anyone in data analytics will tell you 100,000 line items is not a lot. Okay? Really is not. Especially when you're looking at transactional data, you can eat into that very quickly, depending on the size of your organization. So you need to think, okay, if you need to store millions of lines of data, you need to figure out, okay, now suddenly we need to think, okay, Monday.com is the space where we're working with the data, and then once we've worked with the data, we then need to archive it and then stick it into a database somewhere, which will then be able to be utilized in the reporting somewhere else. So then you need to understand exactly how that flow is going to work with part of your process, okay? And then that speaks to question number 3, how often must the data refresh? So the best thing about Monday.com is that if you are using the reporting mechanisms within Monday.com, it is real-time data. Well, I think it's like 1 minute. But that's really good. 1 minute real-time data. That is amazing. Okay, that's beautiful. But if you are needing advanced analytics and you need it in Power BI, or you need it in Click or something along the lines of that, you need to think, how often must the data refresh? Do you need it immediately? Do you need it every hour? Do you need it every half an hour? Or every half an hour, day, week? Just know that obviously when you need to start moving your data to these visualization tools, and the more frequent you need to access the data, the more expensive it could become. Well, I mean, if it's daily, it's fine, and if it's hourly, it depends. But real-time data can be very expensive, especially if you're pulling it from Monday.com and then bring it into your visualization tool. So you really need to understand how often the data must refresh. And then that will give you a very good idea as to how you need to handle your reports, as to what you should build your reports on, whether you can use Monday.com to store your data. Most probably not, but you still need to know that anyway, and how often you want the data to refresh. And that is basically reporting. Now, who can build the reports? Again, Monday.com is with the way that they manage their reports is it's so easy to build reports on Monday.com. It's ridiculous, which is one of the cool features about it. You don't need to really you don't need to be a data analyst in order to build it. Anyone who has some level of data literacy should be able to build a Monday.com report. It is so simple. But if you start, what's the word I'm looking for? If you need to build it in Power BI or click like that, then you're going to need someone that does understand a bit of data, that does understand data analytics and so on. Because the thing is, with Monday.com, it doesn't come in this beautiful table format. You need to transform the data, and then you kind of need to connect the tables together, and only then, once you've actually transformed the data, can you actually start building the visualizations. So obviously there's lots of development required with regards to that, and there is more development cost. But you definitely do get way more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? You definitely get a very detailed level of analytics. Okay, and again, guys, with regards, I have just touched on the basics of reporting. I do talk about exactly how to actually build the briefs for the data analytics and how to make certain that you keep track of that, and also it talks about creating data dictionaries and all of this lovely stuff. There's a lot of information with regards to the reporting side of this, and you would obviously find a lot more information about that in my Ultimate Monday.com Champion Development Program, 2-day virtual program, and yeah, roughly run around 1 month or 2. Happy to put the link in the video below. Okay, guys, and that basically covers it. So to summarize, the 6 elements are planning, development, documentation, onboarding, support and continuous improvement, and reporting. Monday.com is not just about development. You will be in serious problem. You will be in serious trouble if you think that is all it is. You need to understand these 6 elements, and you need to understand that someone has to take responsibility for this. Either you, the person watching this video, if you're deciding to build your system and maintain it yourself, someone in your company who you're going to give this responsibility to, they might not thank you for it, a consulting company like FinLink, a freelancer, or you hire an actual person and you make this their full-time job, depending on the need for it. Okay, but that is pretty much it. So guys, I just want to thank you so much for spending the last hour with me with regards to this. I really hope you got some seriously amazing value, and yeah, I really hope to hear from you guys soon. If you need any Monday.com consulting, or you need training or anything like that, FinLink, that's the company that I'm a co-founder of with Ian and Tristan. We are a bronze partner with Monday.com. We are very good at what we do. I am absolutely in love with Monday.com as a product. I think it is a phenomenal tool, and I think a lot of companies can definitely maximize the value that they have with this. So anyway, thank you so much for spending this hour with me. I really appreciate your time, and yeah, till then, take care, keep well, bye.